Roman Empire was one of the most powerful civilizations in history, stretching across vast regions, including North Africa. Over time, it left behind incredible ruins, some of which remain hidden in the landscapes of Algeria. Just a short drive from Constantine, you can travel back in time almost 2,000 years by visiting Djemila, an ancient Roman city filled with remarkably well-preserved temples, markets, bathhouses, and a large amphitheater. This video offers an unforgettable glimpse into what daily life was like for the Romans who lived here. Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on the video. These videos are made with passion. There is no sponsorship, just a love for sharing incredible places. If you want to help the channel grow, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Every support makes a big difference. Now, let's begin today's adventure. Welcome to Algeria. Today, we head to Djemila, located about 2 hours from Constantine. Originally known as Cuicul, this city was founded in 98 BC as a Roman colony for soldiers stationed in North Africa. Now, it's an open-air museum of ancient ruins, home to some of the best-preserved Roman structures on the continent. The first thing that catches my eye inside the museum is the impressive collection of mosaics. Covering the floor and walls, these small tiles create colorful, detailed images that tell stories from Roman mythology and everyday life. It's amazing how well they've been preserved after so many centuries. In one corner of the museum, there's a large map of Cuicul that shows the layout of the city, helping us understand how everything was connected. The scale of the site is impressive. The main road alone stretches for almost 2 kilometers through the heart of the ruins. Before leaving, we took a moment to admire the mosaics up close, appreciating the artistry and craftsmanship that went into creating them. The museum has 3 main rooms, each filled with breathtaking artwork and artifacts. The level of detail in the mosaics is extraordinary. Some of them once decorated the floors of luxurious mansions, while others were found in public buildings. There are also statues and everyday objects unearthed from the ruins, giving us a glimpse into life in Cuicul. Near the entrance, a local artist demonstrates the ancient technique of making mosaics, cutting and arranging small pieces of stone with incredible precision. Watching this process makes me appreciate how much effort went into creating these enormous works of art that once decorated the city. As we step outside, we are greeted with a breathtaking panoramic view. From this elevated vantage point, we can see the entire city of Cuicul stretched out before us, surrounded by rolling hills. Our first stop is the Christian Quarter, which sits at the highest point in the city. From here, we have a perfect view of the entire site, including the Roman baths, the Great Arch, and even the distant mountain ranges. This area was developed in the 4th century AD, when Christianity was spreading through the region. Just behind it, you can see the remains of a large basilica, with several imposing columns still standing. The carvings on these pillars hint at the artistic and architectural brilliance of the time. Descending into the heart of the ruins, we come to the main square, where the city's 2 main roads intersect. One of the standout landmarks here is the Temple of Septimius Severus, built in 96 AD. Roman emperors often commissioned temples in their honor to solidify their legacy, and this one is no exception. The exterior of the temple is lined with massive columns, and inside, a grand entrance leads to the sacred space where the Romans worshipped. From this elevated position, we are treated to another incredible view of the ruins below. Next, we head to the Roman theater, built into the natural slope of a hill. The seating area follows the contours of the land, creating a semicircular amphitheater that could accommodate between 2,000 and 2,500 spectators. Roman cities often designed their theaters to accommodate around a quarter of their population, meaning that Cuicul probably had around 10,000 residents at its peak. It's fascinating to imagine this space filled with people watching performances, speeches, and events almost 2 millennia ago. From the theater, we head towards the Roman Forum, the political and social center of Cuicul. This is where important discussions, debates, and meetings took place. Nearby, we see the Temple of Venus, dedicated to the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Just beyond the Forum, rows of imposing columns supported a huge roof that covered the public square. Walking through these ancient streets, I can't help but imagine what life must have been like here when the city was thriving. A little further down we come to the Temple of Jupiter, one of the city's most impressive structures. Although the statue of Jupiter has been lost to time, the temple's foundations and arches still stand. This area is a maze of rooms and corridors, providing a glimpse into the religious and architectural practices of the Romans. As we continue exploring, we come across a recently discovered underground storeroom. This chamber was likely used to keep food supplies fresh, perhaps to store grain, wine, or olive oil. The engineering behind this space is incredible, showing just how advanced Roman infrastructure was for the time. Finally, we come to the Cardo Maximus, the main road that runs north to south through Cuicul. Lined with rows of columns, this street once connected the city's major landmarks, including a sprawling marketplace where merchants sold goods from across the empire. Heading back toward the center, we come to the Arch of Caracalla, a massive gateway dedicated to Emperor Caracalla, who was originally from North Africa. This arch marked an important intersection in the city and served as a major landmark in the design of Cuicul. Our final stop is the Roman Baths, located near the Christian Quarter. Public baths were an important part of Roman life, as most people did not have private bathrooms in their homes. These baths had separate sections for hot and cold water, and many of the original mosaics are still visible. Below the baths, an advanced heating system was managed by workers who kept fires burning to heat the water above. The engineering behind the structure is nothing short of genius. As we take one last look at Cuicul from above, we see the ruins of temples, forums, and houses dotted across the landscape. A final reminder of the city's grand past. That concludes today's journey through Cuicul. Exploring this ancient Roman city has been an unforgettable experience, and I highly recommend a visit if you're ever in Constantine. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more adventures.